Oh yeah, it's a lightsaber video. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? So as you are all aware, we love Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at the Disneyland Resort so much that we just want to keep making videos to show you all of the different ways that you can be completely immersed into this world of Star Wars on the planet Batuu and the Black Spire Outpost. So, if you haven't already, check out the video where we built our own lightsabers. But I'm here to talk to you about something that interacts with your lightsaber, and it's the Jedi Holocron. Right here in this bag is the Jedi Holocron. And I'm going to open it for all of you, and we're going to look into all the different parts of the Jedi Holocron and how it interacts with the green Kyber Crystal. But that's not all, right? If it was just one Kyber Crystal, it wouldn't be that entertaining of a video. We have right here two different Kyber Crystal colors. We have violet, which is the rarest of the Kyber Crystals, and then we also have yellow. So without further ado, let's find out how the Jedi Holocron interacts with each of the Kyber Crystals, because each of the Kyber Crystals has a different personality. So let's find out who is on each of these Kyber Crystals. So now that we're at our table, what we have in front of us are some of the Kyber Crystals. Right here we have violet, we also have the yellow Kyber Crystal, and we also have the green Kyber Crystal that I got with my lightsaber. If you haven't seen that video already, top link in the description down below. I highly advise that you go check it out. The experience is amazing. But what we have right here is the bag that the Jedi Holocron comes in. Black Spire Outpost. It's a really nice little bag, specifically just for the Jedi Holocron. So let's open up the bag and let's pull out the Jedi Holocron. So also in this bag, not only is here the Jedi Holocron, but in the bag we also get a chargeable cable. It's also just a regular USB charger for the Jedi Holocron. You shouldn't need to charge it the first time that you use the Jedi Holocron. I did just to be careful, or just to be safe with this video. But again, as soon as you get your Jedi Holocron from Duck Ondar's Den of Antiquities, you don't necessarily need to charge it. So let's put the bag right here on the side, so we can see that logo right there too. So here it is, the Jedi Holocron. It is, well, as you can already see, it doesn't snap into place very securely, so you can move it around just by holding it. I would say it's very lightweight. You definitely feel when you're holding it though. This came out at $49.99, about $54 with tax. And I think anybody with a Kyber Crystal or with a lightsaber definitely needs this Jedi Holocron. So now this is how you activate it. You turn the different sides and immediately it turns on. It's like you're hearing into the past. Now the Jedi Holocron, just on its own, you don't need one of the Kyber Crystals to activate a message. This is what I mean.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen, with the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the Temple. That time has passed, and our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged, our trust, our faith, our friendships, but we must persevere, and in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
And there's about 3 messages with each of the Holocrons. This one is, of course, from Obi-Wan Kenobi. So, now this is the fun part. After the messages, you open the side, whoop, it is a little sensitive, so you find right here, see, again, very sensitive. I'm not a big fan of just how sensitive it is. So let's try the different messages from the different Kyber Crystals. Let's start off with the first one that I ever got, being the green Kyber Crystal. Each Kyber Crystal is supposed to be unique. I'm hoping that this is going to be actually Master Yoda. So let's see. Immediately I put it in, it turns green. And let's find out the message from whoever this Kyber Crystal was recorded with.
May the Force be with you.
Well, that didn't give anything away.
All energy from the living force, from all things that have ever lived, feeds into the cosmic force, binding everything and communicating to us through the midichlorians.
Oh my goodness.
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
Okay, I'll be honest, I was really hoping that it wouldn't be Yoda because I assumed it would be Yoda. I was hoping it'd be Qui-Gon Jinn, and that's exactly what this is. This is Qui-Gon Jinn. I have the Kyber Crystal with the recordings of Qui-Gon Jinn on it. That is so cool. This makes me really, really happy. So there you go. The green Kyber Crystal is Qui-Gon Jinn. Let's find out what the other two are. Oh my goodness. So that just solidifies how much I love this Kyber Crystal. And as you heard earlier, it makes a very, very much the sound that we all know and love from the movies. This is very much a traditional Kyber Crystal sound. Now, let's talk a little bit about the yellow Kyber Crystal. So the yellow Kyber Crystal has a very unique part in the Star Wars lore. In fact, the yellow Kyber Crystal was given specifically to the Jedi Temple guards. These guards were those who protected the Jedi Temple. And in many ways, these were the first people who would actually take care of the Jedis. They were the first line of defense for the Jedis. This is during the Old Republic. This is the era before the era of the Jedis, which what we see in episodes 1, 2, and 3. So the Jedi relied heavily on this. The only ever Jedi that we've seen in movies who has had a yellow Kyber Crystal in their lightsaber is Plo Koon. So the fact that we had Qui-Gon Jinn, I'm assuming this one is going to be Plo Koon. And here's just a little bit of a recording of me making the different sounds with the Kyber Crystal with my lightsaber. So as you can hear, it's very much like a chorus sound, and even the charge up is very different from the green lightsaber. So okay, without further ado, let's see if this is Plo Koon. And very much just like the green one, now it has a yellow glow. It's not so yellow, it's almost like, it actually kind of looks green. It's a different shade than, of course, with the green Kyber Crystal. So let's hear who it is.
If you live long enough, you see the same eyes in different people.
Whoa, okay.
Being a hero is not about success or failure. Being a hero means stepping forward, no matter the outcome.
Wow.
I am no Jedi, but I know the Force. It moves through and surrounds every living thing.
So, wow, what a turn of events. Maz Kanata was on this yellow Kyber Crystal. I honestly did not expect to hear Maz's voice right now. In fact, the fact that even she says in this recording, she's not a Jedi, but she somehow recorded herself on one of the most ancient types of Kyber Crystals. That's pretty cool. And last but most certainly not least is the violet Kyber Crystal, known for its rarity, its beauty, and of course the only Jedi to have ever wielded a violet Kyber Crystal is Master Mace Windu. So I'm assuming this is going to be Mace Windu. There's only one way to find out. And of course, as you heard from the recording, this is very much like a thin, monotone voice with the sound of the lightsaber. It doesn't have nearly like the coarse sound of the yellow Kyber crystal, or even the very sharp sounds of the green Kyber crystal. This is very much like a monotonous sound. Immediately, it turns purple. Wow. Okay, well, let's see who's on this Kyber crystal.
The Jedi Code must not become the means by which our order is destroyed. Yes, there is a great danger in becoming warriors instead of negotiators. But we face a far greater danger than that. In negotiations, there are gray areas. In war, there are not. A warrior can't afford them. There's only right and wrong, good and evil, light and dark, and victory or defeat. Jedi instincts aren't natural, but come from years of training and discipline. War is the most perilous test of that discipline and training.
Wow, so as I predicted, Mace Windu. Doesn't sound like Samuel L. Jackson though, but that is most certainly Mace Windu. And there we go. We have now tested the 3 Kyber crystals that I do have in the Jedi Holocron. I don't have a red Kyber crystal, so I wasn't able to test it to see how it reacts with the Jedi Holocron when you have a red Kyber crystal. I am definitely going to buy a Sith version of the Holocron to see how it interacts with each of these Kyber crystals, along with Josue, I know, has a red Kyber crystal, so I want to see in a follow-up video how the Jedi Holocron and the Sith Holocron interact and how these Kyber crystals interact with each of the Holocrons. So make sure to check that out in a future video on this channel. And there you have it. That about does it for this video. The Jedi Holocron, I honestly believe, is such a great addition to the overall Jedi lightsaber experience. I can't believe that Qui-Gon Jinn is on my green Kyber crystal, because when I looked at it, I figured there was something special about that Kyber crystal, that it wasn't going to be Yoda, that it wasn't going to be Luke, like it was going to be someone that actually was the first chronologically to have a green lightsaber. And sure enough, Qui-Gon Jinn, he started it all. He started this Skywalker saga. None of it would exist if it weren't for Qui-Gon Jinn. And there we go. Now he's in my lightsaber. So, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. Do you want to see more of us interacting with different Kyber crystals? Not just these 3, but there's also a white one, there's the blue one, there's also the red one. If you want to see how those interact with the Jedi Holocron, let us know in the comment section down below, and we'll make sure to get that video out for all of you. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. TLEV Media, we're covering everything about theme parks. And of course, my name is Thomas. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.